I lost my dad kasi when I was in high school. And yung mom ko was more of a housewife. So it was a point of my life na we were really having financial difficulty. I was in the States for like a week. Tapos pagbalik ko dito, I was still paid almost $1 million.
Eto naman, fun time lang. Ano yung theme song ng buhay mo, Ryan? Can you sing a few lines like chorus? Welcome to the very first episode of the VIP Lounge, where we are going to feature very inspiring Pinoypreneur stories. And today, we have someone who has become very successful at a young age in his online business. Before we introduce our very special guest for today, I'd like you to like, share, and subscribe this channel para marami pang ma-inspire at mag-viral ang mga tips para ikaw ay mag-business na ngayon. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce our guest, Mr. Ryan Tan. Hi, Ryan!
Hi, Ma'am Joyce. Thank you for having me. And also, hello to everybody tuned in and watching our first episode.
And syempre, kaya ikaw, yung pilot episode, because we are really inspired by your story at such a young age. As I mentioned earlier, you achieved tremendous success in your online business. Mm-hmm. But definitely, there's a Ryan Tan inside of you, like few years back. Can you tell us a bit of your childhood, where you came from, and your background?
Well, right now, although I've achieved a great amount of success in this online business, I still remember when I was starting, I really wasn't business-minded. I was very studious growing up, and my dream talaga was to become a lawyer or a doctor. But when I was in high school, I ended up choosing to take up nursing in UST. Kasi that time, usong-uso talaga, parang buong Pilipinas nag-nursing, and I was part of that generation. Kaya lang, unluckily, Miss Joyce, when I graduated from UST, sumabay siya sa US recession. Tapos it was not possible anymore to go to the States. And during my time, I still remember, parang 5,000 a month lang yung salary for nurses. And sabi ko parang, I'm not willing to work for that amount kung yun lang. And unfortunately also, that time, wala rin talagang masyadong opportunities. Kasi super oversupply nga. Tapos one day, a good friend of mine introduced me to the world nga of business. And ako, parang I really wasn't really receptive to it. Kasi I wasn't good in sales. I wasn't good in business. Pero 15 years ago, I received this advice from that friend. Sabi lang niya sa akin, you know what, Ryan? Kung hindi ka nga magaling mag-sales, maganda nga magbenta-benta ka para matuto kang mag-sales. And you know what, Ryan? Kung hindi ka nga rin magaling mag-business, all the more na mag-business ka para matuto kang mag-business. And ako, parang I just took that as, parang sige, I let that push me, that philosophy. Sabi ko, sige, might as well try. So, that's the rest is history talaga.
Yung bata ka, ano ba talaga yung pangarap mo?
Well, I lost my dad kasi when I was in high school. And yung mom ko was more of a housewife. So, it was parang at a point of my life na we were really having financial difficulty. And sabi ko, when I grow up, I don't want things to be the same. Parang I want more flexibility. So that was one motivation of mine. And secondly, even without that, I really had this notion na I should be somebody successful, important. Kasi mahilig talaga ako mag-aral before. Mm-hmm. So I really had goals when I was young. Kaya lang, parang yun nga, I had to take a detour kasi my family was really pushing me. Hindi, mag-nursing ka, you become an American citizen. And once you're an American citizen, if you wanna be a lawyer, if you wanna be a doctor, at least you do that in the States. Huwag ka nang makigulo dito sa Pilipinas. Mm-hmm. Kaya lang yun, I think really things really happen for a reason. Hindi nga yun yung naging track ko. I ended up in business. Pero I'm really, really grateful with the results naman that I have now.
And syempre, when you mentioned that hindi naman talaga yun ang gusto ng pamilya mo sa'yo, yung mag-business. Take us back to that era or period when you received a lot of, siguro, negation, rejections, or even harsh comments from your family members.
Mm-hmm. Well, initially, parang they had trust and faith in me naman with my discernment as a person. Kaya lang, there was a lull kasi when I was starting. Parang I remember first year ko, I didn't earn so much. And there came a point, a tipping point na parang, are you sure with what you're doing? You've been in that na for like a year. And ako din, with that, with those words coming from them, it really made me think also, tama pa ba itong ginagawa ko? And that time, I really was sure that they're coming from a point of concern. And so, I really was trying to discern, ipapursue ko pa ba to? Or should I really just go abroad? Kaya lang, when I started doing my computations, sabi ko parang it's really not worth it also to pursue a career, especially nursing abroad. Kasi, I did my research. Sabi ko, if I were to stop an online business and actually pursue a career there, how much would I earn? So, I think that time, I saw a computation, parang more or less, nurses were getting paid like $5,000 a month. And it seemed huge. Kasi dati mga 50 pesos na rin to a dollar. Eh. So sabi ko parang, wow, 250,000. Yun, fixed income na kagad yun. Day one mo pa lang, you get that salary. Kaya lang sabi ko, when I was looking at the fine print, if you go to the States, meron federal tax, may state tax, and you have so many deductions, may healthcare ka, may mandatory contribution ka for your 401k. Tapos you also have to pay for your car loan, all the loans that you have to pay for, tapos you're gonna remit money back home pa. Tapos you're gonna want to take trips to the Philippines din. So sabi ko, at the end of the day, parang wala rin akong kikitain dito. So, that really wasn't an option for me na rin all of a sudden. So, that time, although I really wasn't earning well sa online business, pero sabi ko, even if I just earn like 100 or 200,000 a month sa Philippines, pero yung cost of living ko, sabihin ko mga 40,000, 50,000. Still, I would be able to save more, earn more by succeeding in business here than pursuing a career abroad.
And at such a young age, no, na isip mo na yon, I think you're a very practical person. You did your research. What made you stick to this company? Even the fact na at first hindi ka naman ganun, syempre kalaki pang kumita. Ano yung nakita mong different with this opportunity?
Well, first and foremost, it's not capital intensive. Kasi when I was introduced to the field of business, parang it really was an exhilarating concept kasi I never really delved into that before. So sabi ko I could get into real estate, I could get to like importation, into this business, that business. Pero the sad reality was wala naman akong pera to really get into that type of business. So with an online business like this, siguro the capital is very, very minimal. You can even, I started with a credit card and not even my own personal credit card, a credit card of a friend. Tapos, very minimal capital siya. Tapos, since it's an online thing, ang dami-daming online resources talaga to really help you learn what to do step by step by step. And since it's online also, Miss Joyce, alam mo yung you don't have to pay for rent, you don't have to pay for yung typical expenses
Overhead.
of a brick and mortar store. So, amazingly, I know a lot of people, not only myself, with my business associates, parang they generate revenue of millions, so iba hundreds of thousands. Pero practically, virtually, wala sila talagang overhead cost. So parang you earn like 100,000 in 1 month and you pay for nothing as overhead since it's really just online. So it's really, really so amazing. Kasi throughout the years, I've met so many business people then. So sometimes, it's more enticing to have a physical store in front of you. And sometimes it's parang exciting to be blurting out, "Oy, may business made like 10 million gross, 20 million gross." So, yeah, it's enticing kung enticing. Pero at the end of the day, from the gross, how much do you make?
Syempre, yabangan lang yung thought na you have a physical store where you can show people, diba? But at the end of the day, magkano yung nasa bangko mo, diba?
Yes.
That's what's important.
And that's what most people are missing from the potential of running an online business. Sobrang laki niya. And the headache din, wala masyado. Kasi with what I have now, it's really automated. So just imagine this, Miss Joyce, I have customers from Europe, from US.
Worldwide.
Yeah, from Australia, from all over Asia, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Every time they order, they don't have to go to me, "Oy, Ryan, pa-order naman ito, pa-ship naman sa address ko." Parang I don't deal with that anymore. So what they do, they just shop online abroad or online here, if they're based in Baguio, in Cebu, they order online, but every time they order online, the warehouse delivers the products to them. Thus, even without me knowing that they ordered, I get a commission out of it.
Wow.
So, very, very
That's very
convenient.
convenient and very up to date, no? Kung baga hindi siya nawala sa uso because right now we are digital. Diba?
Yes.
But speaking of convenience, how about the products? Ano naman yung products na ino-offer that made you really that made this business fly for you?
Well, before getting into this, Miss Joyce, I did meticulous research din. Ano ba talaga yung fields, no, that are really worth pursuing. And that time, sabi nila yung healthcare talaga would really boom for two reasons. Number one, yung demographics ng tao. So people are getting older. So sila, they really want to live longer, but at the same time, you don't just want to live naman to 100, 120 ng bedridden ka na. Siyempre, you want to live longer and at the same time, you want to have that quality of life. So, true enough, in the past 10, 15 years, people are really heavily investing on their youth, on their vitality, on keeping their dynamism, no? Talagang yan ang pinagagastusan. And secondly, kaya nagbo-boom ang healthcare, it's also because of the mere awareness of yung young ones. So yung, unlike yung previous generation kasi parang, hindi, basta I work hard, I party
You
hard,
eat
parang
right,
ganyan. Yes.
mga ganyan.
Pero ngayon, especially after COVID, parang people really put premium on achieving optimal health, achieving this level of nutrition. And our product, practically, it's really proven scientifically na if you take it, although it's just a food supplement, talagang meron mga health benefits. So I have customers, Miss Joyce, no? Kasi ako, I'm a nurse.
Yes.
So for me, I didn't want to be recommending something to people na, Miss Joyce, you take this, tapos I'll sell it to you. Tapos ikaw, you take it, tapos it's a placebo pala. Di ba parang, for me, parang I'm shortchanging you. And ako, I didn't want to be doing that, especially having a deep understanding of how nutrition works, how it impacts your health.
Tsaka buhay na yan ng tao eh.
Yes. Pero with the products that we have, amazingly, I have people na talagang they really have arthritis and they've been on painkillers for like 10 years, 15 years. Kasi
wow.
diseases like arthritis, wala naman talagang cure, Miss Joyce.
And if you're taking painkillers, that will affect your kidneys
Liver, yes.
or liver.
Yes. So, we have a product no na if you take it, it's anti-inflammatory and at the same time, anti-inflammatory meaning if namamaga-maga ang joints mo, our product is clinically proven. So, this was tested with so many universities abroad. People who take it talagang nawawala yung pamamaga ng mga joints nila. And at the same time, it's an analgesic. So if they have pain, they're experiencing pain because of arthritis, if they take it, although it's a food supplement, it really, really helps. And for me, hearing that from people talaga, sobrang cool. As in, sobrang cool siya for me. Kasi for me, if I don't introduce it to them, they'd be on painkillers forever. So it does the job. Parang they don't feel the pain. Pero invisibly, unknowingly, hindi nila alam, nasunog na yung liver nila. And yun, that's why it's also one of our very best-selling products talaga.
And ako, apart from that person really recovered or improved a lot in terms of health, it's more of the yung spread of the word, 'di ba? Yung testimonial. So meron pa ba? I'm just curious, no? Are there other like conditions or other instances wherein these products really made a difference in other people's lives?
Well, with my mom, ano siya she's petite. She's only 4'10". Hindi naman siya like obese and hindi rin siya yung super bad diet na super unhealthy. Pero years ago, she was diagnosed with high bad cholesterol. And her doctor was putting her on statins. So which is good kasi that's the standard treatment naman talaga for high cholesterol. Kaya lang ako, being a nurse, sabi ko, if you put a person on statins, ang consequence naman nun, parang yung coenzyme 10 nila. Coenzyme 10 kasi is one of the ingredients for you to produce energy in your body. So mababa yung bad cholesterol mo, but at the same time, you're gonna be sluggish. So I didn't want that to happen to my mom. We have a product if you take it, in like a month or 2 months, significantly mag-shoot up yung good cholesterol mo, and it would suppress the bad cholesterol. So sabi ko sa mom ko, wag ka nang mag-take ng statins. Take mo muna to twice a day. So, nung una ayaw niya. Kasi parang food supplement. Pero I turned her into a guinea pig of mine. And after like a month, as in sobrang bumagsak yung bad cholesterol niya, Miss Joyce. And ever since then, she's been a believer. And she's really been promoting the brand to all of her friends.
Yun naman talaga yung essence, no? Even if you have a high income potential, pero kung ang product mo, 'di ba,
Yes.
so and it doesn't really do anything good, flop din yung business.
Yes.
So, ngayon you have the right medium or the right opportunity. You have definitely the best products, as you mentioned. What do you think were your challenges when you were starting in this business? Definitely, kasi kahit naman anong legitimate business, there will really be definitely challenges at first. So, ano-ano yung mga yon and how did you overcome it?
Well, I really just had one big problem getting into business. I wasn't really a people person. So in business kasi you have to talk to a lot of people, associates, 'di ba, people you work with. So me having been very introverted growing up, I really had to overcome that. Pero in like a year or two naman, I really was able to improve my communication skills, my leadership skills. And what I noticed, a lot of Filipinos deep inside, talagang they really want to start their own business. Kasi right now, kung titingnan mo, Ms. Joyce, parang masyado nang toxic. I mean, commuting to work, meeting deadlines, having to do overtime. Tapos, if you're gonna compute, magkano yung salary, magkano yung expenses, tapos yung mga tao pa ngayon, they wanna travel, they wanna buy this, they wanna buy that.
Kalokan.
So it sounds funny, pero that's the reality. Ang daming taong nag-anxiety, nagde-depression, kasi with all the pressure, 'di ba? Parang wala na, they cannot escape from reality. Ako, I really was just focused on, sabi ko, if I build this, if people are succeeding in business, wala rin naman silang background, nahirapan naman din sila at first. So, if they had that result, I want that same result for myself. And inaral ko lang din siya, and yun, it really clicked.
Talino. Ang talino niya talaga, no? Well, ganyan naman talaga mga trait ng business person. You really have to know what you're getting into. And kung may challenges, no, can you tell us naman ano yung mga rewards? Definitely, aside from being a top earner, you get a lot of perks. Can you tell us or even show us ano yung mga yon?
Well, of course, kasi we get paid for every sale online. So right now, I was counting. Sabi ko, grabe, I already have like 37,000 active customers globally.
Wow.
So just imagine, Miss Joyce, parang these people, they just buy a product or 2 products, 3 products a month. And practically, I get a royalty income out of it. So because of that, I don't have to work so hard anymore. Alam mo, Ms. Joyce, I remember parang nung pandemic, di ba nung ECQ, walang masyadong pwedeng gawin.
Oo.
Pero inalaw nila yung non-contact sports, and I got into swimming that time. So, I remember I was swimming like 5 times a week, 6 times a week. In one time, I got into the pool ng 5 p.m. Pag-ahon ko sa pool ng 6:30 p.m., I made like $700.
Oh, wow. Nag-swimming ka lang.
Nag-swimming lang. Hindi, kasi parang may mga umorder sa Europe that time. So, nakakatuwa lang na you get paid doing what you love. I mean, you get paid doing sports or watching a movie. Tapos you get a royalty commission out of it. So that's one perk. Yung having the blessing of time talaga, time freedom. And secondly, I was rewarded na rin with so many trips. So,
doon ako interesado eh. Ano yung pinaka-favorite mo out of all the or all the trips that you've been?
Well, last year, we were sent to Mexico, Peru, and Mexico and Peru. So, ano pa lang yun eh. Parang it was my first time in South America. So, if you're Filipino kasi, ang mga main destinations that we wanna go to is US, Europe. But because of this business, parang I went to South Africa. Hindi ko naman gustong pumunta ng South Africa. But when I was already in South Africa, parang, oh my God, mas maganda pa to sa Europe, mas maganda pa to sa US. So I wanna go to Africa again, to be honest. Pero last year, my most recent trip, when I went to Mexico and Peru, sabi, oh my God, mas maganda pa to sa South Africa. So parang there's much to explore in the world. And ako, this business really amazes me kasi it really pays a lot. And you get so many trips. Pero more than that nga yung time. Kasi you can have a lot of money, but if you don't have time, how can you go to those trips? 'Di ba? Or pwede namang you have a lot of time, but you don't have money, you still cannot take the trip. So with an online business, you get paid so much, tapos you get all these free trips, and you also have the time to really enjoy. And I'm so amazed nga no, Ma'am Joy, kasi last year, I was in the States for like a week. Tapos nun yung South America. So I was gone for like 3 weeks. Tapos pagbalik ko dito, I was still paid almost $1 million.
Wow. Million pesos.
Yes. Just by
Nag-trip ka
taking a
lang.
trip. Yeah.
How cool
And
is
amazingly
that?
also, meron kasing mobile app. So if you're an Android, there's an app that you can use to monitor your business. Or if you're an iPhone user naman din, there's also an interface, no, mobile app that you can use to track your sales and your commissions.
So speaking of mobile, no, very convenient kasi nga
Yeah.
nasa mobile, but definitely wala pa rin din tatalo sa human interaction, no. How did this business improve your character? 'Di ba sabi mo nga you're very introverted, you do not have enough social skills. So how was this business able to help you in terms of character, in terms of self-development?
Well, before, I really was just geared towards hitting my personal goals. Kasi study hard, pursue a good career. But in business kasi, for you to succeed, you need to build a team. And what I love about this business, Miss Joyce, I'm enjoying so many big rewards already. Money, yung time freedom nga. Pero for me to go even higher and increase my clout all over the world, kasi I told you I have a team in Europe, I have a team in Australia, all over Asia, in the US. So for me to really expand, I need to duplicate myself in other people. So it really trained me in a way to be a man for others, as in help them, develop them, nurture them, mentor them. And in my team, ang daming mga tao, amazingly, more than my result, I was able to multiply myself, and sila, they also have the same results as I have. So it's really, really so amazing.
And speaking of really helping other people, definitely mas gusto mo din matulungan yung closest to your heart, which is your family. You mentioned earlier that your dad died at when you were very young. So how were you able to I don't want to use the word compensate, but how were you able to give back to your mom, to your immediate family now that you are very successful in this business?
Well, siguro starting with yung day-to-day, diba that's the problem of most Filipinos. So you have bills, you have this thing to pay for, that thing to pay for. So all of a sudden, if you achieve a certain level of financial success, the bills are still there, but it's not a problem anymore. So that sense of security, that sense of peace, parang wala na sa mom ko. So mostly it's me and my siblings. So iniisip ko nga kung nag-nurse ako sa Philippines with 5,000 a month, baka till now, ilang taon na ako pa rin yung humihingi sa mom ko ng money. So sabi ko, nakakatuwa na I'm able to really give back to the family. So kasi diba yung dad, ang role naman niya is to really provide for the family. So with my success here, so in a way, I was able to stand as that person for the family. So, and I'm sure a lot of Filipinos naman, they want to be able to do the same thing for their families.
Of course.
But of course, you need to be in a particular financial position, financial capacity to be able to do that. So, yun.
Ang ganda, no? Kasi a lot of people think that just giving material things, yung one time, big time, makes them very helpful na or successful. Ikaw, talagang nakita mo yung long term, yung what really matters most, and yung peace of mind, di mo siya mababayaran eh. For someone who has achieved success in a young age, meron ka pa bang ibubuga or do you still have dreams? What are those?
Well, just last week, I was looking at properties here in Makati kasi I bought a 3-bedroom condo somewhere in Vertis. It's an Ayala development. Pero sabi ko, what if I also get a property here? Pero I was looking at the prices kasi gusto ko 3-bedroom. Nasisikipan ako sa like 1-bedroom. I mean, eventually, if I'm really gonna live there. So, there are like condos na parang 200 square meters, 300 square meters. So, those I'm eyeing siguro in the next 3 to 5 years. And they range kasi mga 40, 50 million eh. And sabi ko, with the business that I have, with the right amount of aggressiveness, expansion, and anyway, there's a very big demand for our products. It's really, really possible. And apart from that, although I'm too lazy to travel, meaning to say riding a plane, going through immigration, but I really love exploring countries naman din. Sabi ko, I wanna live siguro in Europe for like 3 months, 6 months at a time.
Lalo na pag business class ka palagi, no? Para nakakahiya naman mag-travel every month. Yeah, but Europe for 3 months. Wow.
So, kasi there's much to explore. Sa totoo lang, I've only been to like 6 countries in Europe kasi. So sabi ko, I wanna explore more of Europe, more of South Africa, more of South America. And I'm planning to do that siguro starting next year. And it's really an exciting enterprise kasi it's really the possibilities of having achieved this success in an online business is really immense.
Of course, hindi ka naman nag-iisa dito sa journey mo. How about the people that you work with in this online business? Do you have any plans or any goals for them in the future?
Well, a lot of my teammates now, kasi we are really gearing towards 2024, and we're really pushing them. Kasi yung iba, alam mo yung psychological wallet, so it's amazing that through the business, they're able to achieve like extra income, 50,000, 100,000. Pero kinukulit namin sila yung that amount of money will not really take you far enough in the future if you really wanna achieve this and that. So we're really pushing them to at least double or triple their incomes.
Wow.
Kasi right now, as I've said, a lot of people talaga are really investing in their health, investing in their wellness. So if you're a person nga, you're not investing in that right now, parang you're being really left behind, sayang. Kasi you need to preserve your youth, your vitality. So as we cater to that demand, talagang it's really gonna explode here in the Philippines. Kasi lahat talaga, parang lahat na nga lang ng taong kakilala ko nagmamarathon, lahat na lang nagsa-Spartan,
nag-gym,
yes.
or triathlete. And speaking of team, no, a lot of people think that if you're in an online business, you have to be young. Yung iba ang thinking is they are scammers, iba yung walang bomb, tamad. Ano yung demographics or who are the team members of Ryan Tan?
But right now, it's very, very diverse. There's not one particular school, one particular age bracket, gender, level of income. Wala, Miss Joyce eh. So, for me, what really determines whether a person will succeed or not in business is the drive. So, even if you're not talented, even if you have all the handicaps, even if you have all the reasons why you cannot succeed in business, but if that drive is there, that determination is there, that goal is set, it's only a matter of time. You're really gonna succeed as well. Especially with what you've been pointing out nga. You really have to have a very good product, a very credible product. Kasi right now, I think kahit anong hype mo sa mga tao, they really read reviews. The market has become very discerning. So siguro dun lang ako naka-jackpot talaga, very, very much. Kasi the product really works. There's a big demand for it. And it's only a matter of getting into it and learning the system. But definitely, kasi people ask me, can I get into that? Can I succeed in that? My answer is an absolute yes. You just have to be willing and you have to be very determined.
And if you're going to turn back time or go back in time, what would you have done differently? Meron ba? Or you would not change anything?
Siguro I could have been more aggressive. I could have been faster in learning the ropes of the business. But other than that, I'm really grateful with everything that I went through naman. I think I really had to go through what I had to go through. And it resulted naman to this.
And you have mentioned a lot of learnings, ang dami mong tips na binigay sa mga nag-aspire to be an entrepreneur. Eto naman, fun time lang, ano yung theme song ng buhay mo, Ryan? So, can you please share to us by singing, ha? Hindi, hindi lang siya basta itutula. Can you sing a few lines, like chorus, no, nung theme song mo, feeling mo yung life song mo?
Well, hindi siya pop song, Miss Joy. So, yun.
Okay
I'll be able to escape the singing part.
Matatranslate naman ng ng audience natin.
Hindi, pero I would say right now, kasi in the past 3 years, I've become so addicted to classical music. So, yung overture ng William Tell, it's an opera.
Sige nga, i-ano mo nga, i-hum mo nga. Hum mo lang yung mga opera mo niyan.
Sorry, I never sing in public, Miss Joyce.
Kahit na, to naman, hindi naman to public, nasa ano tayo online. Kasi online business ka. Konting lines lang, kahit...
I need to pass.
Dali na, to naman. Raya naman.
Wala, Ma'am Joyce, hindi talaga ako kakanta.
O kahit ano lang, tune. Ha ha ha. Na. Okay, pass ka na sa song. What's your message to those budding entrepreneurs, yung mga who haven't really explored any business in their life? What is your main tip or what is your main message for them?
Well, my message to them is so simple. You just have to take a leap of faith and get started now. Kasi a lot of people that I know, they've been wanting to improve their situation, they've been wanting to have their breakthrough, achieve their dreams. But the reality is, unless you take action, and unless you take action now, you're never gonna be able to achieve that. So just have faith, get started, and learn the things along the way. You don't have to be great to start, you just have to start to be great.
And it's great having you, Ryan. Thank you for joining us here at the VIP Lounge. Maraming salamat.
Thank you also, Miss Joyce, for having me.
Ako lang nakaka-hug dyan kasi nga very introverted siya. And once again, please make sure to be part of our next episode at the VIP Lounge kasi nakita mo naman, very inspiring, very unique ang kanilang mga stories, and you might be stuck right now and this might help you really get up and get about in your life and in your career. So again, maraming salamat po. Please like, share, and subscribe here at the VIP Lounge.